Hey everybody, it's Bryan Brisson, and I'm here with our Week 3 NFL Best Bets review. We did not do very well. I have to do better. Plain and simple. I'm gonna just come out and say it. We went 1-3. Um, we had two bad beats, I would say. The Atlanta Falcons took the New Orleans Saints to overtime. I'm sure as many of you saw. They were 2.5-point favorites. We were on them. As I said, these are two very evenly matched teams. Locations flipped. I would have went the other way. For those of you who didn't see the game, I attribute the Falcons' loss to a blocked punt the Saints had that resulted in a touchdown. And that if that punt doesn't get blocked, I can't say Drew Brees doesn't go down and score, but I can say that changed the outcome of the game. Very much so. The other game that was an extremely bad beat was the Chicago Bears -5.5. Game line was -6. Pretty much Khalil Mack jumped off sides on a pick six and ruined our cover. As I said in the preview, if Mitch Trubisky can keep the ball and not turn it over, there was no reason we don't cover 5.5. He had a turnover in the first half which the Cardinals jumped out to a 14-0 lead. My biggest issue with it, plain and simple, the Chicago Bears have not played a full 60 minutes of football yet, and that is scary for the rest of the league. They destroyed the Packers in the first half. They dominated the Seahawks most of the game. The last drive, it cost me a win in fantasy. And then they just could not get anything going in the first half. And we're down by 14, came back 16 straight unanswered points, winning the game but not covering. And you know how the old saying goes, good teams win, great teams cover. We'll talk about our win of the day, the Kansas City Chiefs -6.5. As I said, that game was going to be a shootout. It came down to a shootout. You hate to see that the 49ers have lost Jimmy Garoppolo for the season with a torn ACL. But the Chiefs, their defense is not very good, it seems like. I don't think they've held an opponent under 27. But their offense is showing, you know what? We don't need you to hold them under 27 points. Hopefully that defense can pick it up. If they don't, I don't see them getting very far. I'm not as high on the Chiefs as other people are. Currently, they are one of the best teams in the league. That will not continue because this defense is not very good. But covering 6.5 was very good for us. The most shocking one of the week was we had New England -6.5. Bill Belichick was 15-5 against former assistants. He is now 15-6. Not only did the Patriots not cover, they looked terrible and lost to the Detroit Lions. I love the New England Patriots, but this team is so bad. I think they would lose to the Jets. I think they would lose to the Titans. I think they would lose to the Dolphins. I really think the only team I am 100% sure in the league they will beat, that they have not already beaten, is the Oakland Raiders. Mostly because the Raiders could not do shit in the second half. The Patriots lost that. That was very upsetting. There was no reason they shouldn't have destroyed the Detroit Lions. Pretty much once the game started and I found out they only dressed 3 receivers, my first thought was they are going to force the run. It is not going to work, and they are not going to be able to pass the ball. What did they do? They forced the run. It did not work, and they struggled to pass the ball. They didn't try to throw to Rob Gronkowski until the second quarter. When you're only dressing 3 receivers, you need to try to find your tight ends, and they didn't. I'm one of the few Patriots fans who, I guess I was excited that Josh McDaniels was staying, but I would have much rather Matt Patricia stayed because I thought Matt Patricia, he lets up a lot of yards. His defenses were always very good at limiting points. Our bonus pick, I guess I'll call it, that hit, but it wasn't. No, if you listened, you wouldn't have bet it because Aaron Rodgers played. We had Washington +3. They won outright. So I'm not counting that play. We were 1-3 on the day. And I got to do better. And I will do better for you guys this coming week. Promise. You guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you on Thursday.